Wei Li, we listen to this discussion of central banks, whether it's the Fed or maybe it's all the challenges at the ECB. Francine speaking with Christine Lagarde, I believe it's tomorrow. Wei Li, what should we do away from the economic talk? Is it a strategy forward for BlackRock, or does the repo battle, the repo debate, does it change the BlackRock view?
Well, exactly as what we just talked about, in terms of reasons behind last week's repo market volatility, there are few that we can put our fingers on. So we kind of feel like there is a good reason behind why we have seen repo rates spiking up. However, having said that, what is really important to note is that we're 10 year in this recovery. The system is quite tight. There are little pieces here and there that could potentially come under significant strain, and we need to put a lot of attention to those places for signs of potentially things going out of control, which is why we continue to think that as we stay invested in market, it is very important to build portfolio resilience by also stay invested in exposures that give you diversification, such as gold and such as government bonds, because things could go wrong. And sometimes we don't see that coming.
Where are you expressing this in government bonds? If I've got a 2-year yield of a 166, a 10-year under 1.70 in the United States, where does BlackRock own full faith and credit bonds?
Well, what we currently have in terms of a view on government bonds is actually a preference for European government bonds at this moment, because of the expectation for the ECB to potentially surprise on the upside versus expectation, especially as we hand over to the incoming ECB president, Christine Lagarde, who could continue the baton of easing tendency. We also see the benefit of holding U.S. government bond in a portfolio, even though we have seen yield compression by a very long way. And the reason for that is really, as yield come lower, they could go even lower when markets come under pressure. So one may think that the degree of repricing is significant, but we have seen over and over again so far this year that the diversification benefit of government bonds versus equity markets so far this year is holding up.